Hi everyone! So I've had a few requests to do a video on my everyday makeup routine, and when I filmed this video I was feeling really poorly. I just got my cold, which I still have, and so I sound really miserable at the beginning of it, so I've recorded a voiceover that's hopefully a little bit cheerier than I sound at the start. I'm pointing out here that I've got quite recessed eyes, which creates quite dark circles, hooded eyes, pigmentation and quite a reddy complexion, so I like to wear foundation just to even out my skin tone. I've just managed to get hold of the new Victoria Beckham primer, which I'm really excited to use. I don't know what difference it's going to make to my skin, so you can be the judge of that. I apparently need a very small amount, so I'm just going to use one pump, and I'm just going to use my hands to put that over my face. So I'm now going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation in shade 4.5, applying a little bit onto the back of my hand and picking that up with my damp beauty blender. First of all, just putting it all over the main parts of my face, and then I will start to press that in, rolling the beauty blender so that that just absorbs into the skin. So I'm just taking that under my chin, blending it in. Then when I'm getting a bit bored of blobbing on with a sponge, I just get my foundation brush and in circular motions, I just go over that. And that just makes sure that it's been adhered evenly and I haven't got any kind of unblended in areas. Particularly at the moment when it's dark. I've been getting up really early recently and it's so dark in the mornings. You just can't see properly, and I'm trying not to wake the rest of the house up. So if you just go over with a blending brush afterwards, then you know you're not going to end up with a blob of makeup that you've not rubbed in properly. So the next thing I'm going to do is my under eye concealer. This one is by Clarins, and I find for us mature ladies it's quite forgiving. It's Eclat Minute, and this is shade 00. So I like to go as light as possible under my eyes because they are dark, and also, as I said, they're quite recessed. So I whop that on. I don't take it right over the wrinkly area here. I just take it kind of to that area, really, like that. I'm just going to leave that to sit there. And then the other thing I do is I use concealer at this point. This one is by Urban Decay, and it's their Naked Skin Concealer in light warm, and I find that this is a really, really good colour to cover these horrible age spots. And I know a lot of people don't really mind age spots, but for me they really bother me, and I suppose it's because I know they were caused by sun damage. And my top tip would be, if anyone is watching this who's still in their prime of youth, i.e. not in their 40s, because I think the damage is done by the time you're in 40s, just always, even on a normal day, even if you're not sunbathing, you're just going to work, use sun protection of at least 30. Because this area here, where I've got all the pigmentation, I know for a fact is caused by driving, and the sun coming in while I'm sitting in the passenger seat and catching me there. I used to have a lot of pigmentation here from when I used to drive myself to work, but actually I had that done, as it were, in my mid-30s with a technique called cryotherapy, which was like a freezing treatment that got rid of those. But these are new ones that have come up that I haven't had treated, hence why I'm now covering them with makeup. So I'm just using my blending sponges just to press the cover into the skin. And what I'm not doing is wiping, I'm pressing, because I want that to really, really adhere into the skin. So what I then tend to do when I'm running out of time is get my blending brush, which I find slightly quicker, and I'll go over areas that are less troublesome and just make sure that that's all blended in. I'm trying to do this in real time. I'm not going to try and edit it too much so that you can see how long the whole thing takes me, for real. Next thing I'm going to use is my Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Powder. So you only need a teeny tiny little bit. Using my fan brush, tap off the excess, brush that underneath the eyes, and that just helps keep my under eye concealer in place, which is really good. And then the next thing I'm going to do, just to set everything I put on with my concealer and my foundation, is use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. Swirl it, tap off the excess, and I think in my last tutorial I did say to really press it into the skin, which is what you should do. But in reality, in the morning, this is what I do. I whop it on. My hair rollers are going Pete Tong now, so I'm going to start taking them out. Otherwise I'm going to end up with really wonky hair, which it already is actually. That's nice. If I was doing a smoky eye, I would do eye makeup first before I did my foundation, but I'm not. I'm just doing everyday normal makeup. So the next thing I do are my brows, which desperately need threading, and I'm getting them done on Monday, thank goodness. But because I'm used to doing my brows, I just can very quickly draw them in. And what I'm doing, if you can see, hopefully you can see on camera because I'm using my close-up mirror to do it, but I'm just doing lots and lots and lots of tiny little strokes, almost like brush strokes with my pencil, and that creates just a really nice natural look. So it looks like you're creating lots of eyebrow hairs. So I just do lots and lots and lots of tiny little brush hairs, and I hardly touch the skin at all with the pencil, just very lightly, little brush strokes. Hopefully you can see that. So the next thing I do is using my Tarte palette, which has just got everything in it that I need, so I don't have to faff about, which is good. Little bit of contouring, so I'll go into the dark bronzer here using my contour brush, suck my cheeks in, look down, and it's that area there that I need to contour, just to give my face a bit of shape really, because I've got kind of long square shape face, so I want to try and give myself cheekbones. That's the idea. A little bit under my chin, across my jowly bits, try and make them look less jowly, and then just take a look back so I'm not too close to myself. See if I can get away with doing a little bit more. I think I can. And then just give all that a really good blend with the brush. Taking my blusher brush, I'm then going to use the blush in the middle, so it's all here in one go. I don't have to faff about getting different palettes out. It's all here. Warp it on those apples, into the contour, job done. Quick bit of highlighting. So for the highlighting, get my fan brush. The highlighter's here, so I don't have to think about it. And that's going on my cheekbones. I will also put some below my brow bones, but I'm going to do that in a minute. So next I go in with my coal black eye pencil, and I put some above my eye, like that. And I take it to the centre of my pupil, and then I blend it down so that the line disappears at the start of the lashes. I take it into my waterline, and I also really take it down into the lashes. I also put a line underneath, starting at my pupil, going outwards, and then I take that line, the direction of my lashes on the bottom, up like that, and that gives me a really nice kind of flicky look, which just makes my eyes look a little bit bigger than they are. With the other end of my brush, this is I should say, sorry, a Lasting Line Kohl pencil by Bare Minerals. I take the end and I smudge that out so that I'm not getting any harsh lines. So I do the same on the other eye. Sometimes if I've got time I'd put eyeshadow on. Today I haven't, so I'm not going to bother. So I'm just going to go straight in with mascara. Obviously if I was going on a night out I'd curl my lashes. I'm not, and I haven't got time because this is my morning routine, so I'm just going straight in with mascara. The one that I'm using is Yves Saint Laurent. It's their False Effect waterproof mascara because I have quite watery eyes. So if I don't use waterproof, I find that my eye makeup runs, which is quite annoying. So this is really good for just staying in place. And I'm just taking that into the base of my lash and wiggle, base of my lash and wiggle out to the edges. And then just a coat on the bottom. And then a second coat on the top. There's two last things I would do. The first thing would be to use my highlighter. This one's Laura Geller and I absolutely love it. I couldn't live without it. This is a really quick technique that I just use on myself with a sponge. Put it into the corner of my eye and just below my brows. And I just blend that. And then the same on the other eye. And just blend that through. Last but not least, I'm going to go in with my lipstick. This one I absolutely love. It's Victoria Beckham for Estee Lauder, and the colour is Burnished Rose in 02. It's a matte lipstick. I'll take my glasses off because they're reflecting the light. And again, I got this at an amazing discount. It's really creamy and lovely. The only thing I would say for the money, I think the packaging's a bit naff. It's like plastic black. So that would be my only moan. But the product itself I really like. It's really creamy and I really like the colour on me because it's pink, and I think because I've got a pinky complexion it looks quite good. And then this is also Victoria Beckham for Estee Lauder gloss, and this is in Fired Crystal. There we go, Fired Crystal. So that's it, my finished makeup look. Then I take out my lovely rollers. Otherwise I'd look like Nora Batty on the school run. So I take those out and pretty much good to go really. Give it a little bit of a shake out. And that is my everyday morning routine. So I think the time on my iPhone is saying 16 minutes. Obviously I've been talking you through a little bit. So generally that would take me 10 minutes. And there we go. I hope you like it. Let me know your comments. Let me know if you want me to do another tutorial, if this one's helpful. As you can see, I am by no means a stunner, which is why I need makeup. And this is why I love makeup, because it just makes you feel so much better about yourself. So I hope you like this video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you want me to do another tutorial on anything else. And I look forward to catching up soon. Okay, bye.